how to represent little Mama Peachy Darlene the best for a video or a service and the legacy she left behind. It really came down to music our entire lives. Memories, because she had the best memory and loved to know other people's stories and would circle back and ask you about those things. And magic. And though some would say having a stroke or two, as Mom did, is not very magical, the people that met because of Mom and connected the dots in the hearts was magic. The Lynden Heritage Museum exhibit, the Fox 13 telling the story of the Singing Sisters, so much, and Mom hanging in there for all of it, attending her own exhibit.
Now, therefore, I, Scott Courthouse, the Mayor of Lynden, hereby declare Friday, April 26, 2024, to be Darlene Peachy Little Day, to celebrate her unique contribution of 7 decades of blessing others through her musical talents and loving heart. Please.
I'm Peachy's sister Diane. Peach and Jack would pick up Mom and come down anytime we had a get-together. Peach would always bring her Jell-O that so many loved. All the kids loved her. Having her as an older sister was a blessing to our family. After Jack passed, we would talk on the phone almost every day. Sure miss those calls. When anyone would visit her in the nursing home and were ready to leave, you could hear her talking as you went down the hall. She loved to talk. We all miss her and love her.
We are so lucky to have had Aunt Peachy in our lives, to be able to have the memories that she left with us will be priceless forever. We are so fortunate to have had her at functions and the joy she brought to all the little kids in our families. No one else was on the ground playing with her great nieces and nephews like she was. I can't say enough of the love that she shared and the unconditional happiness she brought to all of us. We love you, Aunt Peachy, and we'll miss you.
"44 years ago now, we bought this little house in Van Zandt on Linnell Road, and we were in the driveway unloading a trailer that first morning. I looked toward the road and I saw a guy on a tractor going by, had a little dog on his lap. Turned out the dog's name was Stinky. So the guy looked up and saw us moving in, and he had this big white cowboy hat on, and he looked at us and he went like this. He went, "Top of the morning to you." And that was the beginning of our almost a half century of being neighbors with Jack, and we met Darlene soon after, and we were very fortunate to have stumbled onto this great place and our great neighbors, Jack and Darlene, and others too, but they were the heart of the neighborhood. And That's who we'll always remember from this place.
Hi, I'm Kathy, and I'd like to tell you a story about this little white vase. The year was 2002, and August came along, and it was Darlene's birthday, and so I thought I'd give her the vase with my garden flowers, and I traipsed over the road, and she enjoyed it. But 2 weeks later, she came back with the vase for my birthday. Then a couple months later, I again took the vase over for her with my flowers. So that was the beginning of years of traipsing the vase back and forth, and it was really fun to do. Darlene was always giving things to people, like cookies and candy and beautiful pictures. One time she took 2 crookneck squash and made little dolls out of them and named them Jim and Kathy and gave them to us. So I will really, really treasure this little vase because it'll remind me of my good friend Darlene, and I will really miss her.
To tell the big story of my mama, Darlene Peachy Little, you have to include the feller that she shared 64 years with, Jack J. Little, my dad. One brave cowboy that would jump on horses when other folk were afraid of him, would jump on his tractor and help any neighbor that needed it. And that expression, give the shirt off your back, that was Mom and Dad. In the big red house on the corner, everybody knew Jack and Darlene Little. Dad had gotten injured 35 years prior, and he had lots of health issues, and little Mama with her crippled body took such good care of him. But when either one of them were together, they would start to sing. Dad with his big old voice and Gibson guitar, and Mom with her own songs. People would just stop and listen.
I was blessed to have lived across the field from my grandma and grandpa and spend many days in the kitchen with grandma, smelling her turkey soup cooking, making homemade noodles with her, eating lots and lots and lots of raspberry jam, French toast by the fireplace, lots of ramen, lots of Lipton tea. And I know that she loved me so much and was always so proud of me and everything that I was doing. She always wanted to know what I was up to, what artwork I was doing, what anything I was working on, kind of thing. And she always invested her time and her questions into that. I'm so blessed that she got to meet both of my children and see them grow up a little bit. And those beautiful memories will always be with me.
This is Marvin. Yeah, I knew Jack and Darlene for a long time. We went camping together. We had a lot of fun up in the hills and went over to Eastern Washington and Silver Lake and a lot of times. And we played guitars, and Jack did, and Darlene, they played guitars, and we all sat around and sang. We had some really good times. And then when Jack died, well, I went down to help Laurie and her mother and down to the house, and we've done some remodeling. And Darlene had a stroke, and so I got to know her pretty good. We had a lot of fun together down there. Done a lot of modeling, a lot of eating, and a lot of singing and talking and joking around.
My name's Amanda, and I'm the director here at the Lynden Heritage Museum. And we were honored to be the ones that got to tell the story of Darlene and her journey through country music for 50 more years. And we feel so blessed that we were able to have that connection with her that allowed us to have a connection with the community as well. The story of Darlene and Loretta Lynn has touched so many people and has brought so many people in on a topic that otherwise would not have been talked about. We are so honored to have known her. I am so honored to have met her, to have been able to show her what her life and her story means to other people.
How do you do, Mama? We're good. 1, 2,
3.
I'll have so many things to remember before I turn the page. Miss Darlene, Peachy little mama.